Test, test. It's already past 9 o'clock. Ladies and gentlemen, our session will now commence. Shall we all rise?
Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. Our 23rd regular session is now called to order. Please stand for the singing of pambansang awit. The recitation of panunumpa ng Sawatawat will be led by Honorable John Lumayak, and then later the recitation of the Councilor's Plea by Honorable Ligaya Orbisido.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang mag-ibig, kay basta silanganan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuyan ka ng magiting, sa manluluping, di ka pasisingil, sa nagatak tutok sa simoy at sa langit mong bangaw, ay hinatang tula, kawin sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang katawad mo'y tagumpay na nag-iindig, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pamay di magtitingin. Luha ng araw ng walhagit pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang inigaya ng pagkay mga amin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo. Kami anak ng sakot at bato, naglayang isang dugo ng Pilipino. Iba't ibang tribo, pinanggalingan di hadlang sa pagtaguyod ng matibay na mamamayan. Mula pang tahanan, ito'y isang biyaya. Likas na mayaman, ng pahinay masagana. Bigyan pugayang bawat, lumikha ng tagumpay. Sa hirap at ginhawa, kami kaagapan. Polomolok tahanan ng kayamanan, lalong pagyamanin, kultura at karangalan. Hawak kamay, pagtibayin ating katungkulan, ipagpunyit isisikas sa sanlibutan. Polomolok tahanan ng manggagawa, polomolok tahanan ng mga
I am a vice mayor and if enacted by people to devote myself to public service. By divine providence and by the will of the people, I am elected to preside over the local legislature with integrity and statesmanship. I shall lead the local legislature to enact measures and ordinances for the common good and fulfill the people's aspirations for happiness, peace, and prosperity. May the Almighty God help me consecrate myself for the people I am called to serve. Please take your seat. Secretariat, please call the roll.
Only Council. Only Councilor Only Councilor Costas is absent, Madam Presiding.
With that, let's proceed to our order of business.
For the reading and consideration of our previous minutes, we have the minutes of the 21st regular session held at the SB Session Hall on December 3, 2025.
Any corrections to the minutes of the previous session? If none, the same is approved as presented. Next.
For the privilege hour under question hour this morning, we have two members who will avail of the privilege hour and had their privilege speech calendared. First is Councilor Dave M. Amor. This is with regard to the fly infestation affecting Barangay Palcan and Barangay Maligo. And this will be followed by Councilor Joe R.H. Falcon to seek clarification on the documentary requirements being requested from the job order or GOs and casual employees in connection with the renewal of employment.
Honorable Amor.
Honorable Presiding Officer, esteemed colleagues, fellow public servants and guests, maayong buntag sa tuwang tanan. I rise today to bring to your attention a matter of urgent public concern affecting identified barangays in our municipality. Over the past several days, our office has received numerous complaints from residents regarding a severe fly infestation that is already impacting their daily lives, sanitation, and health. This is no longer a simple nuisance. Flies are known carriers of disease, and their continued proliferation poses a serious public health risk, particularly to our children, the elderly, and households engaged in food preparation and handling. Under the Local Government Code and Sanitation Code of the Philippines, it is our duty to act promptly before the situation escalates into a health emergency. Therefore, I respectfully propose that this matter be treated with utmost urgency, referred to the appropriate committee, and that we urge the Office of the Municipal Mayor and other concerned offices to immediately investigate, inspect, and implement corrective measures, including the issuance of a show cause order should violations be found. This is about protecting our constituents, preserving public health as a way of championing life, and restoring the dignity and quality of life of our people, because at the end of the day, kita ang magdala sa kaugmaon. In view of this concern, Madam Chair, I respectfully move that this matter be considered as urgent for immediate discussion and appropriate action. And so I move. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Amor. We'll go to the Committees on Envi and Health. Honorable Falcon.
Good morning, Madam Presiding, esteemed colleagues of the 20th Sangguniang Bayan, staffs, and to everyone. I rise today on a matter of privilege to respectfully seek clarification on the documentary requirements being requested from our job orders, contract of service, MSB, and casual employees in connection with the renewal of their contracts, as well as the schedule for such renewal. This matter is raised in the interest of transparency, proper guidance, and welfare of our personnel. Several employees have raised concerns and questions about the purpose of some of the required documents. While we fully recognize the importance of compliance with existing rules and regulations, it would be helpful for the employees to clearly understand why the documents are being required and how it contributes to the renewal process. In this regard, we respectfully seek clarification on the purpose and necessity of each documentary requirement, particularly on whether the documents are mandated by existing policies or updated guidelines, and whether they apply uniformly to all job orders, contract of service, MSB, and casual employees. Clear explanation will help prevent misinterpretation and prevent placing unnecessary burden on our personnel. Furthermore, we also seek clarification on the renewal schedule, including the timelines for submission, review, and approval of documents. A well-defined schedule will allow our employees to prepare in advance and help ensure continuity of service without delays or gaps in employment. Providing this clarification will promote better understanding and help strengthen cooperation, efficiency, and trust between the local government and its workforce. Lastly, this privileged speech is raised not to question existing policies, but to respectfully seek guidance and clarity so that all concerned may be properly informed, aligned with established procedures, and able to comply accordingly. So I move, Madam Chair. Thank you.
We'll go to the Committee on Legal Matters, Good Governance. I saw we have here with us Warden Placer. So may we have Honorable Salada for the suspension of rules?
To accommodate our visitors, I move now for the suspension of our internal rules. Madam.
Rules suspended.
Thank you sa lifting of our suspended internal rules.
Suspended rules lifted. Let's proceed.
For the first reading and referral of proposed measures or communications. Number one, we have communication from our Office of the Municipal Mayor. Two, we have dated January 8 and all January 8. And this is addressed to this august body through Honorable Florence Bansuelo Carlos, Municipal Vice Mayor, Presiding Officer. Dear ladies and gentlemen, warm greetings. Respectfully requesting the honorable members of the 20th Sangguniang Bayan for the urgent passage of a resolution authorizing the Municipal Mayor, Honorable Bernie de Palencia, to enter into and sign the MOA with various hospitals, diagnostic centers, and laboratories within South Cotabato and General Santos City for the referral of laboratory and diagnostic examinations of Polomolok General Hospital. Attached are the pertinent documents for review and appropriate action. Thank you. Signed by our Municipal Mayor, Honorable Bernie de Palencia.
Urgent.
And letter B is also dated January 8, 2026. And this is addressed to this august body through the Honorable Vice Mayor. Dear ladies and gentlemen, warm greetings. In support of the municipality's continuing efforts to implement strategic infrastructure and development projects, the local government unit of Polomolok seeks to extend the availability period of its approved loan facility with the DBP. This pertains to the Omnibus Term Loan Agreement dated March 8, 2023, covering the following: 80 million pesos, new 10-year term loan; 100 million pesos, new 12-year term loan. The proposed extension will move the loan availment deadline from December 28, 2025 to December 28, 2026, thereby allowing the LGU sufficient time to complete pre-release documentation and initiate construction activities, particularly for the hog grower facility and other priority projects. In view of the foregoing, the undersigned respectfully requests the honorable members of the Sangguniang Bayan to consider the urgent passage of a resolution authorizing our municipal mayor to sign and execute the amendment to the Omnibus Term Loan Agreement with the DBP, extending the loan availment period for 80 million pesos and 100 million pesos term loans until December 28, 2026. Attached herewith is the proposed resolution for a review and consideration. Thank you. Signed by our municipal mayor.
Urgent.
And number 2 is a revised ordinance granting 2,000 pesos birthday cash gift to all registered senior citizens 60 years old and above in the municipality of Polomolok, South Cotabato, authored by Councilor Eliazar Giovero. And also this will be followed by an ordinance granting an additional honorarium in the amount of 1,000 pesos per month to all accredited barangay child development workers in the municipality of Polomolok, province of South Cotabato, and providing funds thereof, also authored by Councilor Eliazar Giovero. And this will be followed by the resolution commending and congratulating MELTS Corporation for its outstanding achievement in receiving multiple awards from prestigious local and national institutions, international, local, and national institutions, thereby bringing pride, honor, and recognition to the municipality of Polomolok, province of South Cotabato, which is authored by Councilor Joe R. H. Falcon.
3 and 4 will go to the Committee on Social Services. Number 2 and 3, rather, Social Services. 4, urgent.
And number 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 are calendar year 2025 General Fund Supplemental Budget Number 2 of Barangay Poblacion, followed by Calendar Year 2025 General Fund Supplemental Budget Number 3 of Barangay Cannery Site, and then Calendar Year 2025 Sangguniang Kabataan Supplemental Budget Number 1 of Barangays Cleanan 6 and Upper Cleanan, and Fiscal Year 2026 General Fund Annual Budget of Barangay Crossing Palcan, and Calendar Year 2026 Sangguniang Kabataan Annual Budget of Barangay Crossing Palcan.
5, 6, and 8 will go to the Committees on Finance and Barangay Affairs. 7 and 9 will go to Finance and Youth.
And number 10, 11, and 12 are all Sangguniang Pandaluigan resolutions. Numbered 2025-659, Series of 2025 entitled a resolution approving appropriation ordinance number 4, Series of 2025 of the Municipality of Polomolok, thereby declaring operative in its entirety Fiscal Year 2025 General Fund Supplemental Budget number 4 of the municipality, and then numbered 2025-660, current series entitled a resolution approving the calendar year 2026 annual investment program or EIP of the municipality of Polomolok, South Cotabato, and then numbered 2025-721, also current series titled a resolution approving the calendar year 2025 supplemental annual investment program number 4 of our municipality.
For info.
And number 13 is a notice of violation dated December 11, 2025, Darbsy Eternal Garden, Columbarium, Barangay Cannery Site, Polomolok, South Cotabato. November 25-0069. This refers to the non-field investigation report dated December 2, 2025 concerning monitored violations committed by Darbsy, represented by its chairman, Vicente E. Palma. Based on the initial evaluation of this office, there appears to be prima facie indication of non-compliance with EO number 648 in relation to HLURB Resolution number 681, series of 2000, specifically incomplete development. Second, violation of terms or conditions of license to sell, specifically condition number 1. Accordingly, you are hereby directed to submit a written explanation within 15 days from receipt or on before the above conciliation date, stating why no administrative, civil, or other appropriate action should be taken against you. Failure to comply with the prescribed period shall be construed as a waiver of your right to be heard, and this office shall resolve the matter based on the available records without further notice. So ordered, 11th day of December 2025 at City of Coronadal, South Cotabato, signed Attorney Norman Acento Pidoral of OIC Regional Director.
Since we are only copy furnished, this is for filing.
And number 14 is a non-field investigation report from the DSUD. Name of project, Darbsy Subdivision. Location of project, Barangay Apupong, General Santos City. Name of owner, Darbsy, or Darby CI before. Name of developer, Darby CI. Addressee, Vicente E. Palma, Chairman. Office address, Darbsy Building, Cannery Road, Polomolok, South Cotabato. 1. Facts appearing on record. License to sell number 034038 for Darbsy Subdivision. Number 2, site inspection report dated 5 December 2025. 3, notice of violation dated May 7, 2022, citing incomplete project development as the date of said notice. 4, order of imposition of administrative sanctions with cease and desist dated July 7, 2022, arising from the issued November due to the project's incomplete development. Number 5, order lifting the cease and desist order dated August 19, 2022, in relation to the cease and desist order dated July 2022. Laws, rules, and regulations violated. Incomplete development of the project. Number 2, condition 1 of license to sell. Complete the project in accordance with the approved development plan, therefore, not later than May 31, 2020, and advise buyers in writing of such time frame of her development. So, findings and recommendations. Findings. Verification of records relative to the license to sell number 034038 issued for Darb CI subdivision confirms that the project is subject to full compliance with the approved development plans and conditions of the license. Number 2, based on the site inspection report dated December 5, 2025, the project remains incomplete in terms of development works, notwithstanding the issuance of an order lifting the cease and desist order dated August 19, 2022. The current site condition then indicates that several required facilities and development components remain unfinished, confirming that the deficiencies cited in the earlier notice of violation have not been fully rectified as of the latest inspection. Recommendations. 1. The owner, developer is directed to undertake the completion of all remaining development works in strict compliance with the approved plans, technical specifications, and conditions of the license to sell, and to submit detailed catch-up plan or revised program of development indicating the remaining scope of works, corresponding timelines, and projected date of completion. Any request for extension of time remains subject to full compliance with existing rules, regulations, and documentary requirements. And lastly, endorsement of the matter to the legal service or regional legal officer is recommended for evaluation and determination of appropriate regulatory or legal action, considering the prior issuance of the notice of violation, administrative sanctions with cease and desist, and continued incomplete development of Darby CI subdivision in accordance with Presidential Decree 957, Batas Pambansa 220, and other applicable laws and regulations. And this is signed by Engineer Juven O. Casquero, reviewed by Engineer Artemio S. Solis, noted by, and also signed by Attorney Norman Jacinto Dural, the OIC Regional Director of the DSUD.
Thank
That's
you
all.
also for filing. Next.
For number 15, we have copy of trial balance of General Fund as of December 31, 2025, and Special Education Fund as of November 30, 2025.
For info. Let's proceed.
For the late communication, we have a communication coming from our municipal mayor dated January 12, 2026, addressed to this August body through the Honorable Vice Mayor, gentlemen and ladies, in line with the construction of the NJR Crossing Palcan Lam-Calyaf Kalsange Concrete Road project connecting to the National Highway and in support of the municipality's agribusiness, may we respectfully request the honorable members of the Sangguniang Bayan for the urgent passage of a resolution approving the change of project route of NGR Crossing Palcan, Lam-Calyaf, Kalsangi Concrete Road Project to Crossing Palcan, Barangay Kinilis, Municipality of Polomolok, South Cotabato. In support of this request, the attached herewith is the certification of no objection on the implementation of the said project in the proposed location for your reference and appropriate action. Signed by our municipal mayor.
Urgent.
For the committee reports, this morning we have 3 joint reports calendared. First is the joint report from the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriations and Committee on Barangay Affairs, subject calendar year 2025, General Fund Supplemental Budget Number 1, Barangays Upper Cleanance, Siluay 7, and Rubber.
Honorable Overo.
Thank you, Madam Presiding. So this is the 10th Joint Committee report from the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriation and Committee on Barangay Affairs. The subject of which is the calendar year 2025 supplemental budget number 1 of the following barangays: Barangay Upper Clinan, Barangay Silvay City, and Barangay Rubber. Facts and findings. The above measure was referred to the hearing committee for review and proper action on December 3, 2025. The Joint Committee held a meeting on December 10, 2025, 1 o'clock in the afternoon at the SB Session Hall, SB Building, this municipality, for the consideration of the above-mentioned measures, and was attended by the Joint Committee members and barangay officials of Barangay Rubber, Upper Clinan, and Barangay Silvay 7, this municipality. Upon deliberation, the Joint Committee found the following facts: that the Barangay Upper Clinan has a supplemental budget amounting to 381,693 and 7 centavos, which was sourced from sources of funds, funds actually available under estimated RPT in the amount of 135,693 pesos and 7 centavos. Savings from salaries and wages, casual and contractual, 102,000 pesos. Honoraria of daycare worker, 12,000. Honoraria of daycare worker teacher aide, 24,000. Honoraria of BHW, 78,000. Honoraria of BNS, 30,000. Total funding sources, 381,693 pesos and 7 centavos. The aforementioned budget was appropriated as follows: Personal services, 90,000 for the security services. Maintenance and other operating expenses, MOE. Traveling expenses, 50,000. Electricity expense, 51,339 pesos and 7 centavos. Capability building, 70,000. Programs, object and activity, PPA. Promotion of culture and arts, 100,000. 5% LDRRMF in the amount of 6,784 pesos. 10% share from ISKI Fund for ISKI Fund, 13,569 pesos for a total appropriation of 381,693 pesos and 7 centavos. For Barangay Silvay 7 has a supplemental budget amounting to 1,01,486 pesos and 16 centavos, which was sourced from current surplus from 2024, 917,274 pesos. Actual collection in excess of estimated income. Other income, 20,000 pesos. Certification and clearances, 45,622 pesos. Income from cemetery, 18,000 pesos. Community tax, 590 pesos and 16 centavos for a total funding sources of 1,001,000 pesos, 486 pesos and 16 centavos. The aforementioned budget was appropriated as follows: object of expenditure, maintenance and other operating expenses, the MOE, 511,854 pesos and 33 centavos. Capital outlay, 150,000 pesos. Program, projects and activities, 327,000 pesos. 5% LDRRMF in the amount of 4,210 pesos and 61 centavos. The 10% share for ISKI Fund, 8,421 pesos and 22 centavos for a total appropriation of 1,001,486 pesos and 16 centavos. That the committee noted errors in the encoding of certain accounts titles and accordingly recommended that the Barangay Council correct the same to ensure accuracy of records. That the committee stressed the need for careful review of accounts titled, particularly the 10% ISKI fund and the 5% LDRRMF, to avoid confusion and discrepancies in financial figures. That the Barangay Council clarified and placed on record that the computation of the 10% ISKI fund and the 5% LDRRMF was derived from the actual collection in excess of the estimated income and not solely from the original projected figure, thereby explaining the variances noted by the committee during its evaluation. That the committee consequently recommended the correction of the identified errors and the submission of the revised and accurate copy for further review and approval, and that in compliance with said recommendation, the Barangay Council duly effected the necessary correction and formally submitted the amended documents to the committee within the prescribed periods. For the Barangay Rubber, has a supplemental budget amounting to 321,595 pesos and 60 centavos, which was sourced from sources of funds actually available savings from the 20% development fund, continuing appropriation from the construction of box culvert at Purokto, Jose Natividad Integrated School, 71,595 pesos and 60 centavos. Construction of line canal at Purok 4, Hutar area, 250,000 pesos for a total funding sources of 321,595 pesos and 60 centavos. The aforementioned budget was appropriated as follows. Object of expenditures, 20% Community Development Fund, rehabilitation of multipurpose building at Purok 1 in the amount of 71,595 pesos and 60 centavos. Construction of line canal at Purok 4, Talon area, 250,000 pesos for a total appropriation of 321,595 and 60 centavos. As explained by the barangay official, the budget was made in order to fund the projects that are relevant to the community. The committee members also reminded the barangay official to prioritize programs and projects and activities that are relevant to the welfare of their barangay and to deliver services to their constituent. The Joint Committee found that the proposed supplemental budget is improper, hence the same was moved for its approval. Recommendation, that with the foregoing consideration, the committee hereby recommends the following: to adopt this Joint Committee report and to pass a resolution approving calendar year 2025 supplemental budget number 1 of Barangay Upper Clinan amounting to 381,693 pesos 93 and 7 centavos. Barangay Silway 7, 1,486 pesos and 16 centavos. And Barangay Rubber amounting to 321,595 pesos and 60 centavos. To take the said resolution as urgent in today's session. Prepared by yours truly as Chair of the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriation, concurred by Honorable GCG Buntuyan, Chairperson, Committee on Barangay Affairs, concurred also Honorable Calixto B. Salada, Vice Chairperson, Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriation, signed also by Honorable Antonio B. Octavio, Honorable Joe R. Falcon, Honorable Jerome Anti, Honorable Ligaya Orbisido, Honorable Billy Bert Sibaitus, and Honorable aim or more. So I move for the adoption of the committee report, Madam Presiding.
So been moved na seconded, the same reports are approved.
The next joint report is from the Committee on Rules, Good Government and Oversight and Committee on Health, Nutrition and Sanitation. Subject, Barangay Ordinance Number 4, Series of 2025 of Barangay Siloy 8, entitled An Ordinance Granting Retirement Benefits to Barangay Health Workers and Barangay Nutrition Scholars of Barangay Siloy 8, this municipality. And followed also by the joint report of the Committee on Rules, Good Government, Governance and Oversight, and Committee on Social Services and Senior Citizens Affairs. Subject, Barangay Ordinance Number 5, Series of 2025 of Barangay Upper Cleanan, entitled An Ordinance Prescribing the Mandatory Retirement Age of 60 years old for Barangay Workers and Staff of Barangay Upper Cleanan, this municipality.
You may proceed, Honorable Salada.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. First Joint Committee Report, January 13, 2026, from the Committee on Rules, Good Governance and Oversight and Committee on Health, Nutrition and Sanitation. Subject, as mentioned by the Secretary. May I proceed with the facts and findings. Number 1, the 20th Sangguniang Bayan in its 16th regular session referred the above stated measure to the Joint Committee on Rules, Good Governance and Oversight and Committee on Health, Nutrition and Sanitation on October 28, 2025 for proper action. Number 2, on November 13, 2025, the committee is convened to deliberate on Barangay Ordinance Number 4, Series of 2025. The meeting was presided over with the committee chairpersons and attended by its vice chairperson and members, along with Barangay Kagawad Honorable Julius Ruben of Barangay Silwe 8, this municipality. During the discussion, the chairperson clarified that the measure had already been approved, subject to the condition that an amended and corrected version be submitted. However, as the Barangay Council failed to transmit the corrected ordinance within the prescribed regulatory period, the measure was hereby deemed disapproved. Thus, the ordinance under consideration by the committee today constitutes a refiled measure. However, since the said ordinance and its supporting resolution carried the same number as the previous one, this created procedural inconsistencies. The committee, however, stressed that the matter was purely clerical and did not affect the substantive provisions of the ordinance. Apologies were extended by the barangay representative for the oversight in submission. It was clarified that public hearings had already been conducted and therefore no further hearings were required. Correction of the title wording was also discussed, specifically the use of resolution in acting an ordinance. Consequently, Barangay Silwal 8 was directed to submit the measure with corrected numbering, including a new resolution number, a new ordinance number, and the proper date. On December 9, 2025, the Barangay Council complied and submitted the corrected version. Upon incorporation of the required corrections, the Joint Committee has determined that the measure is proper, necessary, and advantageous to the barangay health workers and barangay nutrition scholars, Barangay Silwal 8, and accordingly endorses its favorable action by the Sangguniang Bayan. Recommendations: to adopt this committee report, to pass a resolution approving Barangay Ordinance Number 14, Series of 2025, Barangay Silwal 8, entitled An Ordinance Granting Retirement Benefits to Barangay Health Workers, BHWs, and Barangay Nutrition Scholars, or BNS, of Barangay Silwal 8, Polomolok, South Cotabato. Number 3, to consider this matter as one of the ordinance measures on today's session. Reported by yours truly, concurred by the Honorable Eliasar G. Jovero, Vice Chairperson, Committee on Rules, Honorable Ligaya R. Busido, Vice Chairperson, Committee on Health, Honorable Bilibert Baitus Jr., Member, Committee on Rules, Honorable Antonio Octavio, Member, Committee on Health, Honorable Angelic Dave Costas, Member, Committee on Health, and Honorable Gino Mayante, Member, Committee on Health and Committee on Rules. So I move, Madam Presiding Officer.
Said report is adopted. Next.
First Joint Committee Report, January 13, 2026. Committee on Rules, Good Governance and Oversight, and Committee on Social Services and Senior Citizens Affairs. Subject, as mentioned by the Secretary. Facts and findings, number 1. The 20th Sangguniang Bayan, in its 18th regular session, referred the above stated measure to the Committee on Rules and Good Governance and Oversight and Committee on Social Services and Citizens Affairs on November 11, 2025 for proper action. Senior Citizens Affairs. On November 13, 2025, the committee is convened to deliberate on Barangay Ordinance Number 5, Series of 2025 of Barangay Upper Cleanan, entitled An Ordinance Prescribing the Mandatory Retirement Age of 60 years old for all barangay workers and staff of Barangay Upper Cleanan, Polomolok, South Cotabato. Number 3, the meeting was presided over by the committee chairperson, vice chairperson, and attended by its members, along with the Barangay Council of Upper Cleanan, Barangay Kagawads, Honorable John Luis Talusi, Honorable Randy Labra, Honorable Lani M. Strebilla, along with Barangay Secretary Rachel Brakis. Also present is Ms. Victoria Osipa G. Padillo from Human Resource Management Office of this municipality. During the meeting, the lead committee chairperson noted that setting a mandatory retirement age of 60 may in conflict with Republic Act number 7641, which provides for a mandatory retirement age of 65. Number 5, the Human Resource Management Office informed the committee that the ordinance has not yet undergone Department of Interior and Local Government review, and initial advice from DLG indicated the need for a formal legal evaluation. Number 6, Barangay Upper Cleanan official explained that the measure was intended to address age-related decline in work capacity given the physically demanding nature of barangay services and concerns on efficiency and service delivery. Number 7, several committee members emphasized that while the concerns of the barangay are valid, national laws prevail over local ordinances, and the term mandatory at age 60 may be legally questionable. An alternative was discussed, converting the ordinance into an optional or voluntary retirement scheme subject to applicable laws, government service insurance system rules, and individual consent of barangay workers. The committees agreed to defer action pending a legal opinion from the LGU legal officer and guidance from the DILG. On November 20, 2025, the committees resumed its second round meeting. Present during the meeting were chairpersons, vice chairpersons, and members of the committees and resource persons from the Human Resource Management Office, represented from the Municipal Legal Office and the barangay officials of Barangay Upper Cleanan. During the discussions, the Human Resource Management Office clarified that 60 years old is recognized only as an optional retirement age under national law, provided the employee has rendered at least 15 years of service. The mandatory retirement age remains 65 for all government employees, including barangay staff. The office stressed that making 60 mandatory conflicts with existing rules and could cause legal issues. Optional retirement is permitted, but compulsory retirement before 65 is not. The Municipal Legal Office stressed that making retirement at 60 mandatory has no legal basis and conflicts with national law. Local ordinances cannot override the statutory age of 65, and the Barangay Council was advised to avoid measures that could lead to legal or financial complications. Budget concerns were raised, noting that mandatory retirement at 60 could strain barangay funds. Members suggested offering incentives or recognition for voluntary retirement at 60 instead of making it compulsory. The following documents were reviewed and served as the basis for the committee's recommendation: Barangay Resolution Number 53, Series of 2025, Barangay Ordinance Number 5, Series of 2025, minutes of the second semester Barangay General Assembly and its photographs. And number 16, after careful consideration, the committee observed that the proposed ordinance is inconsistent with national law. While barangay ordinances may supplement benefits, they cannot alter the nationally prescribed retirement age. Imposing mandatory retirement at 60 would therefore be legally untenable and financially burdensome. For being ultra vires and in view of the foregoing, the Joint Committee hereby recommends the disapproval of Barangay Ordinance Number 5, Series of 2025 in its present form. recommendations to adopt this committee report, to pass a resolution disapproving Barangay Ordinance Number 5, Series of 2025 of Barangay Upper Cleanan entitled an ordinance prescribing the mandatory retirement age of 60 years old for all barangay workers and staff of Barangay Upper Cleanan, Polomolok, South Cotabato, to consider this matter as one of the urgent measures on today's session. Reported by yours truly, concurred by Honorable Eliasar Jovero, Honorable Bilibert C. Vaitus Jr., Honorable Ligaya R. Albisido, Honorable Jerome Y. Anti, and Honorable Jan Edward Lumayag. So I move, Madam Presiding Officer.
Said report is adopted as read. Next.
For the calendar of business, unfinished business, we have none. Business for the day. Second reading for our urgent matters, we have 9. 9 measures considered urgent. First of which is the request of our municipal mayor for a resolution authorizing our local chief executive to enter into a MOA with the various hospitals, diagnostic centers, and laboratories within South Cotabato and General Santos City for the referral of laboratory and diagnostic examinations of Polomolok General Hospital.
Honorable Salada.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. This memorandum of agreement is just a renewal, Madam Presiding Officer. So I move now to pass a resolution authorizing the municipal mayor, Honorable Bernie D. Valencia, to enter into and sign the memorandum of agreement with various hospitals, diagnostic centers, and laboratories within South Cotabato and General Santos City for the referral of laboratory and diagnostic examinations of Polomolok General Hospital.
It has been moved to seconder. The same is approved. Next.
Next is also the request of our municipal mayor for the urgent passage of a resolution authorizing our local chief executive to sign and execute the amendment of the Omnibus Term Loan Agreement with the DBP, extending the loan availment period for the 80 million pesos, and 100 million pesos term loans until December 28, 2026. And this 80 million pesos, Madam Presiding, is for the hog grower facilities in Barangay Magsaysay, and the 100 million is for the acquisition of the lot for our hog grower facilities.
Honorable Jovero.
Thank you, Madam Presiding. So this subject matter was brought to the meeting yesterday, and we understand that we have an existing loan from the DBP. That was last year. So with this time, we have to continue the availment of loan. So this is a technical request from the Development Bank of the Philippines. So I move now to pass a resolution authorizing the municipal mayor, Honorable Bernie D. Palencia, to sign and execute the amendment of the Omnibus Term Loan Agreement with the Development Bank of the Philippines, extending the loan availment period for the 80 million and 100 million terms loan until December 28, 2026 in Omnibus motion.
It has been moved and seconded. The same is approved. Yes, Honorable Falcon. Yes, Honorable Falcon is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would just like to inquire with regards to I know the 80 million is for the hog grower, but the 100 million is for what? Okay, wala mong guna ka-state? Land acquisition?
Land acquisition.
Land acquisition. All right, thank you.
Let's proceed.
By the way, Madam Presiding, attached the letter of the mayor, Madam Presiding, is a draft of the resolution for that matter. So we will just follow this resolution as given to us, Madam Presiding.
Okay.
The next urgent, number 3. is the resolution authored by Councilor Falcon commending and congratulating Melts Corporation for its outstanding achievement in receiving multiple awards from the prestigious local, national, and there's an addition, international institutions, thereby bringing pride, honor, and recognition to our municipality.
Honorable Falcon.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move to pass a resolution commending and congratulating Melts Corporation for its outstanding achievement in receiving multiple awards from prestigious local, national, and international institutions, thereby bringing pride, honor, and recognition to the municipality of Polomolok, province of South Cotabato. So I move, Madam Chair.
Before the approval, may we know what are the international awards that Melts got? Or any national award for that matter?
Sample. Asang international. Melts SME Outstanding Awards Growth Sector ASEAN Business Awards and Go Negosyo Inspiring Balikbayan Awards in 2024. And Amoning International, Madam Chair. And the rest are locally. Airspeed SME Company of the Year, Asia CEO Awards 2025, Figari Entrepreneur of the Year, Asia CEO Awards 2025, Enterprise Integrity Award, Finalist 2025 INJAP SIA Outstanding Young Entrepreneur Award of the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and finalist of Filipinnovation Awards 2025 Sub Mindanao category of Food Innovation, DEV NIC.
Thank you, Honorable Falcon. Any second to the motion? It has been moved and unanimously seconded. The same is approved. Next.
Number 4,
Madam Presiding,
Honorable Obresido.
okay, since we have approved that resolution, can we request also to be awarding that here, right here in the Sangguniang Bayan? And of course, of the records, please bring sample of melts. Kasi nakakatuwa siya, no, na tingnan natin, very simple business. And it originated here in Polomolok. My goodness, no? Parang daan-daanan lang natin and with all those accolades given them. So, not really the sample, but it's the presence to be around.
Kasi wala ka pagkatilaw. Anyway, let's proceed.
And manifest ko lang, Madam Chair, that all members of the 20th Sangguniang be the co-authors.
Please take note of the manifestation of the author.
Okay, noted, Madam Presiding. And the number 4, urgent, is the request of our municipal mayor for the urgent passage of a resolution approving the change of project route of the NJR Crossing Palkan, Lamcalyaf, Kalsangi Concrete Road Project to Crossing Palkan, Barangay Kinilis, Municipality of Polomolok, South Cotabato Road Project, a concrete road project.
Is the gentleman who just had an operation of the eye bags ready? Is this is this to be, yes, Honorable Orbisido, before the chair?
Madam Presiding,
Yes.
before the gentleman who has just received the eye operation. Docs, sorry to. May we know who gave the resolution of no objection to that rerouting?
I saw Honorable Architect Jaime is here. Shall we suspend Honorable Salada to give way to Honorable Jaime for the explanation of this rerouting?
To accommodate our visitor for give us insights on this subject matter, I now move for the suspension of our internal rules.
Rules suspended. for the late communication.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Peace and blessings, everyone. May buntag sa tanan. Actually, the Office of the Municipal Mayor issued a certification regarding this implementation of this project that is already cleared from any man-made and natural structures and free of any legal claims that the project is non-hazardous to the environment and necessary to the development of our community. And the project has no road right-of-way problem. So, I move now to pass a resolution approving the change of project route of the NGR Crossing Palkan, Lamcalyaf, Kalsangi Concrete Road Project to Crossing Palkan, Barangay Kinilis, Municipality of Polomolok, South Cotabato.
It has been moved and same is approved. Next.
The number 5, 6, 7 urgents are calendar year 2025 General Fund Supplemental Budget number 1 of Upper Cleanan, Silway 7, and Rubber.
Honorable Javero.
Thank you again, Madam Presiding. So, in omnibus motion, Madam Presiding, I move now to pass a resolution approving supplemental budget number 1 of the different barangays, Barangay Upper Cleanan, in the amount of 135,693 pesos and 7 centavos. For Barangay Silway 7, 1,001,486 and 16 centavos. For Barangay Rubber, 321,595 pesos and 60 centavos as embodied in its appropriation ordinances.
Any second to the motion? The same is approved. Next.
Number 8 is Barangay Ordinance number 4, Series of 2025 of Barangay Sulay 8, entitled an ordinance granting retirement benefits to barangay health workers and barangay nutrition scholars of Barangay Sulay 8, Polomolok, South Cotabato, and followed by Barangay Ordinance number 5, Series of 2025 of Barangay Upper Cleanan, entitled an ordinance prescribing the mandatory retirement age of 60 years old for all barangay workers and staff of Barangay Upper Cleanan, Polomolok, South Cotabato.
Honorable Salada.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. I move now to pass a resolution approving Barangay Ordinance number 14, Series of 2025 of Barangay Silway 8, entitled an ordinance granting retirement benefits to barangay health workers and barangay nutrition scholars of Barangay Silway 8, Polomolok, South Cotabato. Author, Honorable Calixto B. Salada, MD. Co-author, Honorable Elizar G. Jubero, Honorable Ligaya Arbisido. Co-sponsors, all Honorable SB members of the Joint Committee. So I move, Madam Presiding.
It has been moved and seconded by Honorables Arbisido and Jovero. The same is approved. Next.
I move now to pass a resolution disapproving Barangay Ordinance number 5, Series of 2025, Barangay Upper Cleanan, entitled an ordinance prescribing the mandatory retirement age of 60 years old for all barangay workers and staff of Barangay Upper Cleanan, Polomolok, South Cotabato. Author, Honorable Calixto Bisalada, MD. Co-authors, Honorable Eliasar G. Overo, Honorable Bilibert Paitos Jr. Co-sponsors, all Honorable SB members of the Joint Committee. So I now move, Madam Presiding.
It has been moved and seconded by Honorables Arbisido and Jovero. The same is approved.
For the
Next.
scheduled second reading, we have none. Third and final reading, none. Unassigned business, none. Let's go now to the announcement.
Madam Presiding.
Honorable Arbisido is recognized.
Okay, thank you, Madam. Attention to all Sangguniang Bayan members, including the IPMR and the SK. To all councilors, honorary and associate members, and other interested. Subject, PCL South Cotabato Federation, regular monthly meeting and fellowship. We cordially invite you to attend the PCL SCF regular monthly meeting and fellowship. Date is on January 22, 2026. Time is 8:30 to 5 p.m. Venue is Hotel de Villaera, National Highway, Suscano Subdivision, Barangay Morales, City of Coronadal. A registration fee of 4,500 shall be collected from its attendee. So your attendance is highly encouraged. Mabuhay ang PCL. This is coming from our President, Honorable Reb Tamayo, our PCL President. Thank you. Take note, everyone. January 22.
Honorable Salada.
Thank you, Madam Presiding. Committee meeting, kay urgent man yun ni, on Committee on Environment and Health and Committee on Rules on Thursday, January 15. Thank you.
Okay, please stay for our committee of the whole. Please read the rationales that the LCE has given. I think each one of you has a copy now. So any more? Pag wala na, let's adjourn. Session adjourned at 10:38. We will request Honorable Salada for the closing prayer.